You it's the Kings to start out. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Stephen Curry's out there with Johnson. Then it's Artest. Then it's Garnett. And it's Shaq in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
And here is Anthony. Outside, KD. Chamberlain with a screen on Johnson. KD can't get it to go. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Sacramento Kings. Johnson outside. Back to Curry. Shoots the three. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that's in.
Outside Anthony. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one is on Artest.
And that's the type of challenge Anthony presents to the defense. Sometimes they are just forced to foul.
Both free throws good from Anthony.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Curry looking it over. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson.
When Curry gets a look that's good, he is automatic. There is almost no stopping him.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Chamberlain kicks to Butler. 6 on the shot clock. There's a good screen. It's deflected. Kevin Garnett with the steal. And a deep three from Curry. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Boy, that's unfair. Curry hitting those pull-ups.
Anthony left side. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those. He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Artest against Anthony. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Anthony's got 6.
Oh, great job by Anthony keeping his balance, not allowing the contact to stop him from scoring.
Garnett dishes to Curry. From the arc. Kevin Durant with the rebound. And KD's got the ball here for Chicago. They trail by 1. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. A fadeaway, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
But here's the problem. No one's got the strength to move Wilt off his spot, and no one has the height to challenge the shot at its point of release.
Now here's Garnett. Curry kicks to Johnson. 6 to shoot. Shoots over KD. Johnson can't hit.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Pass to Durant. Beyond the arc. Can't hit that one. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's the teardrop. And the layup by Curry. Curry's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And Curry makes the floater look so sweet. You just assume that it's going in the minute he releases it.
And it's Shaquille O'Neal with the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
2nd personal foul. 2nd team foul.
There's 10 seconds left in the first quarter. Stolen by Artest. It's stolen by Anthony. No good on that one. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's Sacramento. They're up by 1. And we'll get the second. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've been watching for the Kings, guys.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
On the court for the Kings as the second quarter gets underway. We've got Garnett. Stephen Curry's out there with Johnson. Then there's Artest, and it's O'Neal in at center. And up the court come the Kings on the break. Whoa, Garnett playing well above the rim.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Chamberlain kicks to Butler. For three, Durant. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. KD's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Garnett. Garnett rattles the rim.
And how about the power there from KG? He can fly with the best of them.
Anthony against Artest. To the paint. Here's Heaton. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Guys, I feel bad for the rim on that one. Shaq is one powerful dude.
Chamberlain, the pass to Carmelo. A fader. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Garnett outside. It's to Curry. Clock at 6. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. The Bulls trailing. Butler feeling out of it. Anthony left side. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
And this close into the cup, Anthony makes it look easy. Nice soft touch on that one.
Garnett outside. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. A minute 20 left to play here in the second quarter. KD, so efficient in there.
So polished from the interior. Durant is terrific at utilizing his physical advantages down on the block.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey, Kevin. Kevin Durant talked about the key to his longevity. And he said just being enthusiastic about the game every day and wanting to get better, that forces you to get in the gym. What you do the most is what you're going to be best at. And if you don't use it, you'll lose it. That's how I look at it. Back to you, Kevin.
Truly the love for the game. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting.
And Anthony is certainly capable of sinking the triple. The D has to respect that quick release and get out on it.
Johnson tried to bank it in, but he misses.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
Stolen by Artest.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
KD against Johnson. Pass to O'Neal. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Will Chamberlain picks one up. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Shooting for Sacramento, Shaquille O'Neal, taking 2 shots.
That one is off. And he sinks the second. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Bulls lead by 2. They'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
18.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Carmelo Anthony really has his fingerprints all over this one.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
We've got Durant. Jimmy Butler is out there with Anthony. Then there's Chamberlain, and it's Eaton in the Shaq climbs the ladder.
And how about the force with which the Diesel plays Shaq on attack?
Pass to Chamberlain. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Now, here's Chamberlain. Shot clock at 6. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Offensive rebound. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Bulls lead by 2.
And I'll tell you, the combination of agility, wingspan, and stamina, very difficult to keep Wilt from scoring off those misses.
Going inside. Yes, that goes in. Artest's got the game tied up here for the Kings.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Pass to Anthony. Sweet move, and he sinks the layup. Anthony's got 13.
And Melo is highly explosive, nailing shots left and right. The D has got to get it out of his hands.
There is no chance that this game is tied up without his offensive firepower.
Butler, a screen on Artest. Back to Butler. Oh! Thrown down by Butler.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
He is just always a step ahead of the defense. Magic runs this offense with absolute precision.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Outside Anthony. Butler sets a screen for Anthony. His three-pointers off the mark. On offense, here are the Kings. Here's Johnson. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And when you have this kind of size as a point guard, what a tremendous advantage. And Magic can really match up with all 5 positions.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Butler kicks to Durant. Anthony on the wing, covered by Artest. Anthony against Artest. Count that one, and the Kings lead has been cut down to just 1 on the basket from Anthony.
This is the skill of Anthony on full display, able to knock that one down in close.
Curry, that's good.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Outside Butler. Pass to KD. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Fires the 3. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got his 3rd assist on the night.
This is almost hard to watch because this should be a tough shot, but Durant makes the game look so smooth.
Curry's shot is off.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from him.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Here's Johnson. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Kings ahead, up by 1. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the 4th quarter gets underway. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page, woo.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the fourth. Garnett out there with Artest. Then it's Curry. Then there's Shaquille O'Neal. And it's Johnson in at the point guard.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for them.
Artest the pass to Garnett. Got a hand on it.
And having Eaton protecting the rim, that's about the same as building a brick wall around the basket. Just nothing gets over him. What an intimidator down low.
Durant fires. A miss that time. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Sacramento. They lead by 1. Here's Durant. To take the lead. He gets the bucket on the way-in. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Chicago.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflection.
And you also have to applaud how they've been able to create turnovers and then convert those on the offensive end.
From 19, that one goes.
ICE, ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
Johnson surveying the floor. O'Neal. Oh, good on the layup. The Kings trail. Johnson outside. Shaq down low. Chamberlain on him. That one is off. Outside Butler. Count the basket.
I mean, who else do you want taking this shot? Anthony, a natural scorer in any situation.
Timeout, Sacramento. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
During the break, the coach of the Kings had some words for his team. He pleaded with his guys to keep their emotions in check, saying, "You're battling right now. Continue to play smart. Don't try to be a hero out there. Play for one another." Guys, let's see what happens.
Thank you once again, Allie. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Garnett pulls it down.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Here's Johnson. Five on the clock. Tries it from 19. Got it to go.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
And the ball out of play. The Kings will inbound.
Oh, I see. Picking the worst time to lose control. This is why patience is the key in big moments, people.
Here's Johnson. A critical possession right here.
Crowd on pins and needles, Kev.
Here's O'Neal. Not that time. It won't go. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Third personal foul. First team foul.
And that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul. Second team.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that will put them up by 2. Timeout, Kings. What do you think we're going to see here?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
And you also have to wonder if they'll try for a 3. But they'll probably try for a 2. But if something opens up outside, I doubt that they will hesitate to take it.
Johnson outside. Now O'Neal.
Gotta stay on your feet if you're on D. Shaq has you in the air. Forget about it.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. He's able to hit the second one, and that narrows the gap to 1. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Good on the first, and that put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
And those were some big-time shots. Those free throws helping make this a 3-point game.
It's off target, and an intentional foul right there.
Fourth personal foul. Fourth team foul.
Gets the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
We call that putting the game on ice. This one, oh yeah, that's over.
Puts up the 3. Doesn't get that one. And so it's Chicago winning this one. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah,
And so off the tip, it'll be the Bulls. And checking out the New Orleans opening lineup. They've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Thompson in at the small forward position. Pass to James. From 13, and it comes off the front of the rim. And here's SGA. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. Here's Duncan. And stolen by Mobley. Now James. Here's Bird. The shot's good on the assist by James.
This is how you begin a game. Set the tone right from the jump.
Always good to see the ball go through the net early. You know there's not a lid on that thing.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Mutombo with the rebound.
He bailed out the defense because that's an easy look for him.
Bryant, the pass to Mutombo. And that one is hammered home.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I caught up with the Bulls head coach. Our first topic of conversation, of course, facing Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He told me SGA is so hard to game plan for. He has incredible length for a point. He's too big for a guard, too quick for a wing. We have our work cut out for us. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Mobley outside. James inside. The shot comes out.
Wow, you got to commend the defensive effort right there. It really made a difference.
To the left wing. Here's McGrady. And it's Bird with a rebound.
Well, he got the shot he loves, and the defense should honestly be relieved. He didn't punish them for being a little bit soft there in the mid-range.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
First team foul. New Orleans foul. Thompson. First personal foul. First team foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
At the line for your Bulls, Larry Bird. 2 shots.
And so he makes both from the line.
Yeah, he's as good as it gets at the line. Pretty much automatic.
Bryant against SGA. There's a minute 34 left in the first quarter here. 6 on the shot clock. New Orleans needs to hurry. Late clock. Duncan, no good. Chicago leading by 5. Here's Bird. 5 points in the game. Mobley deciding where to go with it. And here's Bryant outside. Knocks down the long J.
And a nice find by Mobley. Keeping his eyes up and his options open.
SGA passes to McGrady. Pass to Duncan. Outside, SGA. And again, no good by New Orleans. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. James, left side. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Gilgeous-Alexander against Bryant. Now SGA. Excellent D there from Bryant. And so it's the Chicago Bulls up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. And don't go far. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And from what we've seen from Chicago, what's your take so far?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
They've been active, they've been disruptive, but now the question is, can they maintain this level of intensity?
They've got Evan Mobley, LeBron James out there with Kobe Bryant. And it's Mutombo in at the 5. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. Here's Bryant. Ooh, the turnaround jumper counted. Bryant's got 5 now.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Well, they're making something very difficult look simple right now.
Here's Bird. 5 points in the game. Pass to James. Shoots over Thompson. And there's James on the assist by Mobley. James has got his first 2 points.
That in-between distance is a tough one to master. Not for LeBron, though.
Here's Duncan. The layup off target.
Well, the defense did just enough to force that miss because he is a good finisher.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
I love their approach tonight. They are hitting at a really high percentage.
So timeout called here, the first for New Orleans.
That was your dance team.
A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. SGA passes to Duncan. Here's McGrady. Check by James. Clock at 6. Here's the floater.
Sending it right back. LeBron fears no one.
And James throws it down.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
It's stolen by James. Count the basket. James has got 6 here in the quarter.
Once James gets the ball in close, it's game over. Put up those 2 points.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. The NBA has style. Commissioner Adam Silver said this is a unique league. It's also a lifestyle brand. There's a strong association with music, fashion, culture, and also art. And the way to grow the sport is to appeal beyond those who are hardcore basketball fans. That's where our success has come. Back to you.
Yeah, but we sure love those die-hard fans. Thank you, Allie. Pass to Duncan. And here is Thompson. Shot to stop the run. They get it back. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA from distance.
Outside, inside, in between. It doesn't matter. SGA is lethal.
Mobley on a screen. Here's James. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
The officials were right on top of that one.
At the line for 2, James.
No good on the second free throw. Pelicans trail by 16. Pass to McGrady from outside the arc. Fires in the triple. McGrady's got 5 points.
A 6'6" playmaker, SGA has a great view of the floor.
Here's Bird. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. And it's Bird missing. And here's SGA. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans.
Come get it, come get it.
1 second left. So we conclude the first half. It's the Bulls. They lead by 13. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. You got to like what we're seeing from LeBron James.
You know, I'm not really sure what defenders can do to slow him down. He's just too skilled.
Well, defensively, you'd like to force the ball out of his hands and make someone else beat you, but that's easier said than done.
So for New Orleans right now, we've got him in Thompson, and it's Duncan in at the 4.
Using all of that size to create leverage and rip down that board.
Here's Bryant, plenty of space. The shot's good on the assist by James.
Well, this team relies on his scoring, and no shocker, he's done his part.
Thompson outside. Pass to Duncan. That shot is off. Mobley with some nice D. Bulls leading by 15. James deciding where to go with it. Off with the layup. Here's New Orleans now. Thompson finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Duncan, covered by Bryant. James against Thompson. Pass to McGrady. Shot clock at 6. Releases from 15. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. And Chicago has possession. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. James. Bird, that's good.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Thompson outside. Pass to McGrady. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. New Orleans shooting their first free throws of the game now.
At the line for the Pelicans, McGrady, 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Bulls leading by 15. Mobley outside. Chicago passing it around. Bird, that's good. Bird's got 12 points in the game.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
New Orleans calls timeout. .146 left in the third. Pass to Thompson. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to be Evan Mobley.
I like how Thompson put pressure on the D, taking it strong near the hole.
First trip to the line for him here.
2 shots.
Both free throws good from Thompson.
And what I like about Thompson, along with the high-level athleticism, he has a high-level feel for the game.
James outside. Here's Mutombo. Shot blocked. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks a lot, guys. The NBA has its eyes on the old continent. Commissioner Silver said there continues to be an enormous opportunity to take basketball to another level in Europe. The quality of the basketball there has been fantastic, and we think there's a commercial opportunity to create something special. BA, back to you.
Okay, Allie, appreciate the update.
You gotta love his unselfishness, and you know his coach does as well.
His willingness to share the ball elevates this offense.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Bryant outside. Going inside. Shoots over Thompson. The rebound by Duncan. Pelicans trail by 15. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. To the inside.
Yeah, when you're facing Mobley, you cannot let him get that ball down low. There is no doubt what's going to happen once he reaches the rim.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Free throw no good for Mobley. Pelicans trail by 17.
The smart play. Wait and take the final shot.
You're going to have to be very patient right here. Let's see how it plays out.
Pass to SGA. The shot off that time. And so it's the Chicago Bulls looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. Back to the game after this break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Well, the vision, the placement of the pass, and then the timing. You just can't do it any better.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Kobe Bryant. He's out there with James. And it's Mutombo in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Thompson passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's McGrady. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
The ideal pass for that situation. Great instincts.
Here's Bryant. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. And the Bulls lead by 16. Pass to McGrady. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Bird's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Now here's Mobley. Bryant outside. Oh, impressive footwork down low.
A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
Nothing will drive your coach crazier than what you just saw. Lack of focus, lack of effort.
The Pelicans called.
Tip-off goes to the Clippers. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. They've got Pippen. Robertson is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Howard. And it's Davis in at the four-man position. Leonard. Some solid defense from Pippen. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Now here's Robertson. Davis with it. Leonard picks him up. Pippen dishes to Davis. And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Los Angeles on D. Howard, the pass to Giannis. 5 to shoot.
Boy, as good as he is on the offensive end, Jason Tatum showing he can be a factor defensively.
George passes to Leonard. The three-pointer off the mark. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Pass to Davis. Here's Antetokounmpo. Outside Pippen. Lets it go from deep. And David Robinson pulls it down. Tatum kicks to Robinson. Leonard, that's for two. Jump shot is good that time.
Oh, about time. Starting to wonder a bit if they were ever going to knock a shot down.
Antetokounmpo passes to Robertson. Back to Giannis. Davis setting the pick for Antetokounmpo. Davis in the corner. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist.
Yeah, even though Davis can create for himself, you love to see him get set up in rhythm.
Tatum passes to George. Robinson a screen on Robertson. George against Robertson. George dishes to Tatum. From 18 feet away. That's short off the rim. Chicago leading. Lobbed up there for Howard. Paul George with the steal. Leonard against Robertson. Robinson misses.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Antetokounmpo finds Davis, and it's slammed in by Davis.
And really, the playmaking skills that Giannis possesses are special. He's so difficult to guard in screen and rolls because of it.
Now, here is George. Back to Leonard. And that's good for two.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Here is Davis. He's got 5. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. And he banks in the layup.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
The shot by George, wide open. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Robertson. Great D that time from Tatum.
Boy, the defense hanging in right there, making that shot really difficult.
And here's Leonard from 3. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's the Bulls. They lead by 3. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
you got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
So with Jordan on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Robinson is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's George. Then it's Tatum. And it's Gilmore in at the center. Here's George. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. A 3 from Leonard. And the 3 ball is good. Leonard's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Just another place you have to take Leonard seriously. He's so capable from the outside.
And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thank you so much. Jason Tatum's keeping the main thing the main thing. He said there are players that get caught up in the lifestyle, and they choose that over the game. The money is a plus, yes, but I truly love the game because I love basketball, not for the things that come with it. Back over to you.
You'll love to hear it. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Now, here is Robinson. Scottie Pippen unable to get his shot to go. Back to Robinson. It's stolen by Davis. Robertson right side. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Davis doing his thing inside.
And Davis shoots a high percentage because he's so adept at playing to his strength.
Bounce pass from Tatum. From deep, George. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Giannis kicks to Robertson. Back to Giannis. Some nice ball movement here by Chicago. George against Robertson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Antetokounmpo, no good. Clippers trail by 4. Pass to Tatum. Leonard looking around. Now here is George. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. George has got his first points in this one.
Silky, smooth jumper from Paul George, and he just lets it fly whenever he gets free from that spot.
Giannis, no good. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Here's Leonard. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. There's 57 seconds left now here in the second. Pippen with the wide open look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Pippen's got the lead up to 5 now for the Bulls. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Pass to Leonard. Shoots. Rebound by Pippen.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Robertson. Here's Howard. And the rejection by Leonard.
Oh, Kawhi Leonard, the claw says, not here, not now.
Giannis against Tatum. There's a screen. Back to Leonard. It's tipped. With 1 on the clock. You can't get that one. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Bulls lead by 5. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Anthony Davis really making a difference here.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Chicago leading by 5. So for Chicago right now, Davis is out there with Howard. Then there's Robertson. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Pippen in at the 3, the small forward. The shot's good from Robertson.
What you love about Robertson is that he knows his strength on offense and plays to them with confidence.
George passes to Leonard. Back to George. From outside the arc, hands it from downtown. George has got 5 points so far.
Oh, that's a pretty bounce pass. Nice.
Now here's Robertson. Pass to Howard. Pulls up on the wing, and that's good from Antetokounmpo on the assist by Howard. Howard's got 3 assists tonight, and stolen by Howard. Floats it up for Davis. Leonard with the steal. Tatum at the elbow. Back to Leonard. All sorts of time. Tipped away.
Boy, this is the story of the night for this guy. He's taken a lot of questionable shots.
Pippen against George. And again, Chicago turns it over. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Tatum against Giannis. It's stolen by Davis. Pippen, the pass to Howard. And it's slammed in by Howard.
Well, good night for the defense. Dwight Howard finishes with authority.
Tatum deciding where to go with it. Outside Robinson. And here's George for 3. Connects from three-point range. George has got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Clippers. Outside, Davis. 1:39 left to play in the third. Howard misses. Clippers trail by 5. Tatum finds George. And it's off from three-point range. To the middle. Here's Davis. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Pass to Leonard. Lets the 3 fly. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. George has got 3 assists tonight. And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
And momentum going the other way. Can they find some answers?
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
.58 seconds left in the third quarter. The 3, Pippen gets the three-pointer to fall. Pippen's got 6 points.
Practically automatic shot there by Pippen. He knows he just needs the ball, and when he is good to go.
Tatum passes to Robinson. Now George. He gets that one. 10 points for him.
The defense must push Paul George further out. This guy's so adept at finding ways to score inside.
Pass to Robertson. Back to Giannis. Unloads. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Well, these are the plays he's looking to make every single trip up the floor. Very offensive-minded guy.
Pippen against Leonard. With the shot, again, Los Angeles.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. It's Chicago leading by 3. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. So with Paul on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. We got Tatum. Robinson is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George, and it's Gilmore in at the center position.
And Howard has great timing on these alley-oops. As long as the pass is spot on, he's clear for takeoff.
Back to Leonard to tie it up. It's all in by the Bulls. Howard's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside, Antetokounmpo. A three-pointer, no good. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 3. Here's Leonard to tie it up. Can't get it to go. Antetokounmpo outside. Antetokounmpo stretching the floor with the 3.
You like to see Giannis hitting those, but you'll live with that if you're the defense.
Leonard.
Scottie Pippen. First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your Clippers, Kawhi Leonard. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
Kawhi is known as a low-key guy, but don't let that fool you. He's as competitively tough as they come.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
This guy embraces coming up big for his team.
Chicago leading by 4. Antetokounmpo outside. And it misses. Here's Los Angeles now. Here's Leonard. Robinson a screen on Pippen. Now Robinson. Leonard. Aggressive move inside from Kawhi.
This is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
Antetokounmpo fires. Missed on the 3. Robertson against Leonard to tie it up. Tatum outside. Now George. 6 on the shot clock. Robinson. And finally they get one to go in on this possession.
And that's what you call leadership. Robinson providing it for his team by knocking down a big-time shot.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Over that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what the head coach of the Bulls said to the team. They said in the huddle, this is it. No excuses. Let's figure out a way to win. A couple of players spoke as well, firing up their teammates. A great ending could be in store, guys.
Allie, thank you so much. They've got the opportunity to get the lead back.
And they've been waiting for this chance all game long.
Here's the screen. Here's Leonard. To take the lead. The shot misses. Giannis against Tatum. Pippen feeling it out a bit. Davis with a screen on Tatum. And again, Chicago turns it over.
What a time for a turnover. Shows you just how key one play can be.
There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Leonard. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead right there. Antetokounmpo powers through inside Giannis.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Leonard against Pippen. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. 6 to shoot. Paul George. It's good.
You can see Paul George is locked in right now. Big-time shots demonstrate his elite level in the NBA.
Stolen away. Tatum. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. Giannis with it. Robertson is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Howard. Then there's Pippen. And it's Davis at the 4th. A three-pointer. Good.
And generally, Robertson's a guy that likes to play free throw line and below, but here's a time where he steps out and launches from beyond.
And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That is his first foul of the game.